So just a quick update for you all. It's not all finished, but I have the air pump installed. You can't see it's dark up there, but the cover picture I think is a little bit brighter. Anyway, this is a Pondmaster AT100, I believe. Yeah. Oh, sorry, AP100. Pondmaster AP100. Heck of a pump. Very good for an application like this where you need possibly a lot of tie-ins, a lot of air, and actually quiet. You can kind of hear it humming, but there's hardly anything over the sound of the water running in the tank. So the pump is tied in with a flexible hose over there. It runs down. It just goes into the end of this manifold, and then I've got these are brass needle valves along the manifold as needed. So there's two there. Those will go into the swirl or into the biofilter with K1. I haven't hooked it up yet. And there's two more. I put two per tank just so I have sort of an accessory option. So there's two there that'll service this tank here, two there for the middle tank, and two on the end for the third tank. And I've already got one of those hooked up and running. And I wanted to show it to you just because I'm happy. And there you go. Good airflow, and that's what we wanted. This tank was struggling, in my opinion. It's got a little stank to it, which it's still not on the main filtration system. I'm going to leave that little pond pump in there right now, but that pond pump was not enough to aerate the water. It wasn't aerating it at all. It was just kind of swirling it around. So this air bubbler being on is making a huge difference. The fish seem a lot happier. They're swimming around a lot more. I know you can't hardly, you can see a couple swimming around over there in the dark. But anyway, good deal. I'm shutting it down for the night so I can actually go and go to bed before 11 o'clock for a change. Tomorrow we'll get out here and we'll get the bubblers hooked up on the other two tanks and on the main biofilter, and then maybe see about actually dumping in the K1 and kicking that system on. What we're doing for the air stones is we're just got these old tiles, just some scraps that are actually left in the garage from previous owners, and we're zip tying the air stones to them to make sure the air stone stays sunk to the bottom. And yeah, that's about it. So finally got some air going. I feel a lot better about that. I didn't like that the fish were, not to say they were suffocating, but I mean, you know, there's not a whole lot of fish mass in there at all in that tank compared to the volume of the water, but still I don't like having fish in there in water that's not properly aerated. So it is very well aerated now, and we'll look to increase that as time goes on. Once we get that, you know, the main valve there isn't running right now because this tank is on its own system, but once that starts dumping in, you know, that'll be a little bit extra splash, a little bit extra aeration, and we might throw a second air stone in there in the future. I don't know yet. We'll just kind of have to see what we want to do, but for now they got air. That makes me happy, makes them happy, and I'm going to bed.